All right, so I wanted to go live to briefly discuss the four executive orders signed by Trump this past Saturday. So he signed four executive orders. One was for unemployment, one was for student loans, one was related to evictions, and one was related to payroll. So I am going to give you just a quick lowdown and dirty about what this means and what it means for you, either as individual taxpayers or as businesses. All right, so on the surface, these executive orders look great for the most part. I mean, the unemployment expired last month. Now many people are struggling. We have food insecurity. People are being threatened with eviction. And these executive orders are promising to either halt these things or help in some way. So let's dive into the unemployment. So Trump is proposing, or he signed, an executive order saying that he will provide $400 a week in unemployment. Initially, you were getting, if you were unemployed, you could qualify for an additional $600 a week. Well, Trump said, okay, let's give taxpayers who are unemployed $400 a week. But here's the catch. Remember, the devil is in the details. The states are asked to kick in at least 25% of that amount. So the federal government is proposing to pay 300 while the states are to pay $100. The states are already cash strapped with funding. So we're going to see how that plays out as far as getting that money into the hands of taxpayers. Another one another one was the student loans. All right, so with the executive order, he's proposing that interest is waived through 12/31. It was initially set to expire September 30th, so you get an additional 2 months. I mean, that's really good, except it's only per the executive order. It's only for those loans that are held by the Department of Education. So any privately held loans, likely you'll need to pay your loans and pay them on time, and the interest will not be waived. Also, repayment is set to start 1/1/2021. So that does give you a little wiggle room, to either make payments on the principal without the interest accruing, or just waiting and using that cash for something else. All right, evictions. So this is one that is really, I'm giving my side eye to, because it really sounds good, but it's not that great. All right, so the eviction, basically he's saying in his executive order for the government to consider not evicting people. That's it. Consider. Like, that's not going to help anybody if you just give me a consideration. So with that, evictions are really good a consideration. So take that for what it is. And then last is the payroll tax holiday. So this is one that Trump has been pushing for a while, probably because he has a lot of employees on payroll and he's trying to save some money. Anyhow, he's proposing to defer payroll taxes through the end of the year. And this is deferral. This is not a forgiveness. So guess what that means? Most likely you're going to have to pay all those taxes that you deferred when it comes tax time next year. So that means you can have a bigger tax liability, or you can get less of a refund. Because remember, you have to catch up those payments. And also, payroll taxes funds our Social Security and Medicare. So how are we going to fund those accounts if no one is paying on those taxes, if everyone is going to defer that amount? And it doesn't help the unemployed, because they aren't getting a paycheck to have any taxes taken out. So the payroll tax holiday is sounds very good on paper, but in practice, it may not be the smartest thing to do, and it's not going to help those who are unemployed. So those are the four executive orders. We're probably going to see a lot of challenges in court regarding this, because Congress has authority on tax and spending um, related, to the U.S. So I'm not sure how these will stand up in court. But like I said, they all look good on paper, but the devil is in the details. And if you have any questions about any of these, feel free to reach out to me and I'll be happy to answer anything that you're not sure of or if you want more details on. All right, thanks. Bye.